What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the new update and what's in it. Obviously in this video I'm going to be talking mainly about the Submarine, just because there are a lot of new things in the update that I can't go over just because it would take up too much time. So today we're going to be focusing on the Submarine and all the features that it has. Now I know a lot of people don't like this new update, but I hope some of these things will change your mind about it, because in my opinion I think it's pretty good. So let's get into the video. First off, the Submarine can be purchased from Warstock Cash and Carry after you talk to Miguel Madrazo at the Music Locker, which was added underneath the casino. It can be purchased for a total of $9,085,000 fully upgraded, which is pretty expensive, but for all the things included in it, it makes it totally worth it. You can spawn it from your interaction menu, and it'll spawn at the nearest location in the ocean on the outside border of the map. Now the Kosatka is a property because you can set your spawn location to it. However, it can be destroyed, such as the Avenger does, so it loads you out if it gets destroyed by missiles or explosives. First thing that we're going to talk about is the drivable function of the Submarine. This is something that I did not expect personally. It is a movable property, which is pretty cool. You can spawn in it, you can set your spawn location from the interaction menu, and as you can see, it is pretty big compared to the yacht. A lot of people do not think that it is that big close up, but it is pretty big compared to the yacht. You can submerge it by pressing X to go underwater. This will make you off the radar to other players if they are not close to you, and it'll also protect you from any missiles that are coming at you, not torpedoes but missiles, if you're far enough down. It is not the fastest vehicle considering it is a submarine, so I would not recommend driving this long distances, as it does have a fast travel option, which you could fast travel around the map just as you would the yacht, which is very useful in missions. And you can also emerge from the water as shown. It does also have a scanner function, which you can help find caches, which will give you money. In my opinion, this scanner hasn't really helped me at all. I do not do these cache. I don't go searching for caches, just because I don't think it's worth it, and obviously I already have enough money. But a lot of these vehicles that are added in the new update do have this scanner, so if you're looking to find caches, then this is going to be a useful feature for you. But yeah, also it has a periscope, which you can look around, and if you lock on to somebody by pressing L2 or LT, you can shoot missiles at them from this. Now many people think that the missiles inside of it is the only missiles on this thing. No, you can also shoot missiles from the driving point, and you do not have to go into the periscope or just into the submarine in general, but you have to be locked onto something within the periscope to be able to shoot something. Next thing we're going to be talking about is the guided missiles. A lot of people have mixed feelings about these, but in my opinion they are a really useful feature. They're similar to the orbital cannon, where they will almost kill anything that they explode to. Now, they're not as powerful as the orbital cannon, but they will explode and do a good amount of damage. As you can see here, I'm going to be flying to some people and killing them. Not because I'm creepy or anything, but I just want to show you the effect of these things. Now, one good thing about them is that they have a 1-minute recharge, which is pretty crazy to me, because if you're flying this thing around and say you crash into somebody and you want to go on the other one, once you go on the other one, by the time you get out of that and crash into something or whatever, you'll be ready to use the other one. So it's like an infinite orbital cannon in the sense that you can keep shooting missiles and missiles and missiles. Now, you cannot shoot missiles while underwater, as well as use any other features such as the moon pool vehicles. The station I just killed somebody on is recharging and reloading the missile. So right here, I'm gonna go and show you how you can go on the other station and kill another person if you would like to. Now, this would be great for trolling your friends or just trolling somebody in general. As for killing griefers, they are a little bit hard to turn. Like, they can kill jets, and they are faster than jets. These things are really fast, but you're not going to be able to catch them if they turn, if they know what they're doing. Now, these things have a black trail of smoke behind them, so you can see whenever somebody's trying to hit you and pretty much easily dodge them when you're in a vehicle. But when you're flying an aircraft, it is pretty hard to hit them. So as you can see, I'm gonna go hit this guy. Boom, you can see him right there. I killed him. So these things do have a pretty good blast radius, and I recommend them to anybody who is buying the submarine to add them. Next thing where I'm going to talk about is the moon pool vehicles. Now, in my opinion, this is my favorite part of the submarine. Why do I say that? Well, it acts sort of as the CEO buzzard. You can call them in from your interaction menu and they will spawn anywhere that you, or I should say anywhere, but mainly really close to you. You can customize them with missiles or a minigun, which I put missiles on it because it is, I mean, weaponized missiles is better than a minigun unless you're really accurate. But this is great for doing missions, and especially great when setting up the heist, because not only can you spawn it from the interaction menu really close to you, you can also enter the submarine with it by going to the top hatch. And these things will destroy the submarine in about, I think it was 10 missiles, so it's a really useful helicopter. One vehicle that can be stored in the bottom of the Kosatka but isn't included when purchasing the moon vehicles from Warstock Cash and Carry is called the Perico. It is a submarine-like vehicle that can drive both on land and underwater, sort of how the Stromberg acts. But what is different from the Stromberg and the Perico is that the Perico has a massive boost which can be used underwater and on land. Now, why is this useful? Because many underwater vehicles, submarines, like the Stromberg, they don't have speed, okay? Most underwater vehicles do not have any speed, but with this vehicle it is very fast to get around, and it also comes equipped with stock missiles, so you do not have to buy the missiles. Do I recommend using this for missions such as setting up the Cayo Perico heist? Not really. And why do I say this? Well, first of all, you can call in the helicopter from the interaction menu, which is much more useful because it can fly, get over obstacles, and it spawns closer to you than this thing would. This thing, you have to call it in from the mechanic as you would any other vehicle, and it spawns just as any other vehicle would. Do I recommend buying this thing if you do not have enough money to purchase other things? No. I do not recommend buying this vehicle if it's the only thing you can afford. The only thing I would buy this vehicle for is if you have enough money and you just want to mess around, or you just have extra money left over and you think it's a cool vehicle. It is not necessary to buy it, but it is a very fun vehicle to use. Now, this thing can only take one missile. I'm pretty sure. I haven't actually tested it. So it's not like the Stromberg where it's a tank. But if I had to buy either the Stromberg or this thing, which one would I buy? I would probably go with the Stromberg. Why? Because the Stromberg has armor and it can shoot missiles. Even if it's not the fastest, that's not your goal when you're going in the water anyway. So yes, that's why I would choose the Stromberg over this thing. But it is still a cool vehicle anyway. Next, we have the Ibisa underwater submarine, which is actually a 4-seater submarine. This thing, I think this thing could have potential for a really good vehicle for getting around. I don't think there is a 4-seater underwater vehicle yet. Now, what makes this thing good is that you can spawn it from the interaction menu as you could the helicopter. And it spawns really close to you above the water. So this thing is not very fast, unfortunately. It doesn't have a boost such as the Perico. And the only thing that I could think of that this is useful for would be finding those caches. As I said, it does have a flashlight it does have a light at the front, so you can see a little bit better in the water. But like I said, I wouldn't use this as a vehicle to get around in. I would probably just use this either to mess around or find those caches. It can only take one missile, so I would recommend not floating on the surface because it can't dodge missiles, nor can it take them. So, is this vehicle worth it? In my opinion, no, it's not. I would much rather get the Torreator or the Stromberg, but it is a useful feature for the submarine, yes, because it can be spawned through the interaction menu. So, if you, like I said for the last one, if you don't have the money to buy this, extra money to buy this, do not buy it. But it's definitely a cool vehicle to mess around with. Last but not least is the weapon workshop in the bottom of the Kosatka. I mean, there's not much to say about this. It is just like the ones in the Terabyte or Avenger. So I think this is a useful feature to be put in here. It feels right to be put in here, like you're in a weaponized submarine. So you know, it does fit the theme of the submarine. But not many people are gonna come out to seas to be able to customize their weapons unless they are like in battle, I should say. If you set this as your spawn location and you're going to do something, maybe you'll use it. But for me, I'm usually on land, and I'll just call on my Terabyte to be able to customize my weapons. So I do not think this is a really useful feature. What else do I think they should have added into here? Realistically, I'm not sure. I definitely do think they should have made more use of the space they put in the submarine, because there are a lot of empty rooms. But one thing I did not include is you can buy snacks in the submarine. If you go up to the I think it's the kitchen. If you go up to one of the counters, you can purchase snacks just like you can in the facility. They're free and you have unlimited snacks, so not a lot of people know about that. But other than that, I think they should have made more use of all of the space in the submarine. But the weapon workshop, it's an alright feature, I think. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it to this, please like and subscribe because it helps me out. And also, leave me some feedback in the comments of what you want to see from me, content-wise. If you want to see PvP videos, trolling people, gameplay in general, heists, just glitches, you know, it helps me improve the channel. So thank you everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.